Welcome to the Gathering Hall. My name is Matthew. And this is Brandon.
Hello.
The heck was that?
That was what?
You made a really awful like bong noise. I don't know. Anyways, we got some news stories for you guys today. Some good news stories. Right, Brandon? Some good ones, some bad ones. Mostly bad. They're all bad.
I was gonna say, which one's good?
I think they're all actually kind of terrible, because everything is terrible these days. But they are important things that we need to talk about. Whatever you're doing, stop it. Yes, that is awful. Fucking stop it. I'm gonna fire you. God.
I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways.
I was just sitting here doing nothing.
So this is, yeah, we're going to talk about the PlayStation 6. We're going to talk about AI. We're going to talk about Bluepoint Games. It's all negative. It's negative across the board. But these are important things that we need to talk about. So Sony considering the PlayStation 6 delay to 2029, while Nintendo could hike Switch 2 price, according to reports. Memory and storage chip shortage now impacting products outside RAM storage and GPUs. This article is actually coming from Tom's Hardware. All of the links to these articles will be in the description, so you don't have to listen to me fumble over them if you'd like to read them for yourself. But the memory and storage chip shortage, that is awful. By the way, storage chip shortage. That's like a tongue twister for me. That has been causing RAM, SSD, and GPU prices to skyrocket is now starting to affect other products. Valve has recently announced the Steam Deck's availability is now intermittent due to the current situation, and Bloomberg reports that Sony and Nintendo are considering taking drastic actions too. So we're probably going to see a price increase for the Nintendo Switch 2, which sucks because it's already really expensive. If you don't remember, the original Switch actually went up in price as well not too long ago. They made it more expensive. Hardware that it was new in like 2012 got more expensive. Ugh. The gaming industry is in a really weird place right now. Sony Group Corp is now considering pushing back the debut of its next PlayStation console to 2028 or even 2029, according to people familiar with the company's thinking. That would be a major upset to a carefully orchestrated strategy to sustain user and game engagement between hardware generations, the publication said. Close rival Nintendo company, which contributed to the surplus demand in 2025 after its new Switch 2 console drove storage card purchases, is also contemplating raising price of that device in 2026. People familiar with the plans said. So you know, that's all bad. Like the PlayStation 6 being delayed. You would think. See, this is where I was saying we do have a positive. Do we need a PlayStation 6? Like,
Not really.
Do you feel like there needs to be a PlayStation 6 anytime soon? Because in my opinion, this is just my opinion, but I kind of feel like the PlayStation 5 never really got its chance to shine, because every game that was being made was being made to also run on older hardware like the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. So you were kind of limiting this generation's hardware by doing that. So how about we give them a few years on the market to do their thing and to actually utilize the hardware that we have already that hasn't really been utilized yet. I don't see, and then on top of that too, we also have pro versions of the PlayStation 5. So what purpose is there to making a PlayStation 6 anyways? On top of not only on top of that, but there also being the shortage with RAM and storage and stuff, also making it like, why would you bring out a new console right now? I don't know. I don't see this as necessarily a net negative, because I just don't see the purpose.
No. Yeah, I mean, I don't see a purpose in a PlayStation 6 either. I think the message, though, that everything is just going to get more expensive in this wonderful economy that we have.
Yeah, I mean, spot on. Like, gaming has gotten really unaffordable. When games are costing $80 and your consoles are costing $600. Like, I just saw not too long ago a new estimate for the Steam Machine's price being somewhere around $1,000. That's a lot of money. I don't see like your average person dropping $1,000 on a Steam Machine. I'm going to be honest.
No,
but maybe
if Valve was smart, they would sell it at a lower profit, so they might get like a net loss, but more people would buy it and then flock more to Steam.
That's what I would think. But yeah, like I said, I don't really necessarily see this as a negative. The article does go on to talk about how the Switch is looking at like a $30 to $50 increase, the Switch 2 specifically. But we'll see. More bad news for PlayStation. They shut down Bluepoint Games, dude. Do you know who
Matthew,
Bluepoint?
I would switch to the 2 that I have 3. That way,
you don't want
one
to
that we want to watch the.
You don't want to.
Well, I want to watch the. No, I do, but switch them so that that one is last. So
like that? Is that what you're asking me to do?
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't have done that one first, anyways. But that's okay.
I know, but I just go in order makes it better.
All right. But yeah, they shut down Bluepoint Games, which they're the company that was behind the remake of Demon Souls, which I don't personally like Demon Souls, but in terms of like graphical design and like the sound design in that game is fantastic. It sounds so crunchy and so good. And they shut this studio down. Let me read this article to you. So, we've been surprised by video game studios closures before, like when Xbox shut down Arcane Austin and Tango Gameworks. But this latest studio closure is arguably the most shocking one we've seen in a long time. Bluepoint Games, the studio responsible for the aforementioned Demon Souls remake, and decades of remakes and remasters across several iconic franchises, is being shut down by PlayStation. They just bought this developer like 4 or 5 years ago, too. I am so tired of these big, giant publishers buying up development studios and then closing them a few years later.
Just killing them.
It's so infuriating. It's killing the gaming industry.
It really is.
It was Bloomberg's, another Bloomberg mention here. It was Bloomberg's Jason Schreier who broke the news that just 5 years after the studio officially joined the PlayStation Studios family, its remaining 70 developers are losing their jobs in what is yet another baffling decision by PlayStation leadership. This quote here, this shit, this like corporate shit that they release is it's so disingenuous. I hate corporations. I do. Bluepoint Games is an incredibly talented team, and their technical expertise has delivered exceptional experiences for the PlayStation community, a PlayStation spokesperson said in a statement per Bloomberg's report. We thank them for their passion, creativity, and craftsmanship, but now that all 70 of them are now out of a job. Like, it's just gross. After the Demon Souls remake was one of the day one launch titles for the release of the PS5, and the studio was officially bought under the PlayStation Studios banner, there was never an official confirmation as to what the studio was working on next. We knew it had done some co-development work on God of War Ragnarok, and beyond that, there were plenty of rumors and hopes. Bluepoint was the popular choice for players to do a Bloodborne remaster if the project were ever to actually happen. That's a confusing one to me. I don't know why. I don't know why they won't remaster.
That's why they shut it down. That's why they're getting rid of Bluepoint.
No, we're about to learn why they're shutting it down, which is going to bring me. I'm probably going to go on a little bit of a rant here in a minute, but
cool. I'll probably join you.
The most reliable answer we have as to what the studio has been working on also came from a previous Bloomberg report, which was a God of War live service game that was canceled at the start of 2025. They were going to shut this studio down starting in March, I believe. So they canceled this game, told these people, you're going to be out of a job starting in 2026. I mean, I guess at least they kept them around for the rest of the year, but who the hell asked for a live service God of War?
God of War?
Like, who thought that was a good fucking idea?
That is another pestilence in gaming's live service. I fucking hate live service.
I agree. Like, look at the recent launch of that fucking, what's the name? Highguard. Look at Highguard.
Highguard, that's it.
Highguard comes out. They have this roadmap, and they're going to be releasing new content every, like, two weeks, right? Because the content's already made. The content's already made. They're going to drip feed this content to try to keep people engaged with the game as opposed to just releasing the whole fucking game at once. Live service sucks ass. It sucks the life out of games. Absolutely. All of these big giant AAA developers and all these big giant AAA publishers, they all want to stumble across their own version of Fortnite. That's what they want.
And Minecraft.
They want their own forever game like Fortnite. And they're fine with completely tanking their developers in the pursuit of that potential gold rush when it's never gonna happen.
What the fuck would God of War live service even be?
That's a very good question, dude. I have no idea.
Like, I'm literally trying to think, like, would it be a hero shooter where you get to play as all your favorites, like Odin and Atreus?
Live service mixed with AI slop would destroy gaming. Indie gaming is the way to go. 100%. I think, me and Brandon were actually talking about this yesterday. I think indie games and the AA space is where gaming is going to thrive. So, like, Crimson Desert is the first example that pops into mind because I'm excited for it. Where you have a developer who made a game, made a ton of money, made a killing off of this game, and they are now making the game that they wanted to make without the influence of needing a publisher. This game is being completely developed and published entirely by Pearl Abyss. And I think that's where games are going to survive. I think we're going to see the slow, painful death of the AAA gaming sphere. And they have nobody to blame but themselves because they've been chasing this impossible thing for the last decade. And it's just not working out. How many studios have just died as a result of this? Think of the developers behind Anthem. Same shit happened to them. BioWare, they were known for making extremely well-crafted, single-player, narrative-driven games. So what does EA do? Make a live service game. They didn't want to make a live service game.
You know that, Andromeda wasn't just BioWare's mistake. It was the big wigs at EA that was just like, hey, got to make a new Mass Effect, but we also need you to make sure to add these changes.
Right. I don't know, man. I think I wish live service would fucking die in a hole.
Mm-hmm.
The article ends
you know what I blame the most for live service games?
Mobile gaming?
No. I blame Minecraft because that was the first one.
I think it was, yeah, probably. It's the first one I can think of. I think there might have been like PC games before that.
But that was the first
Minecraft
one
was the first
successful.
Mainstream one that really took hold. Like you have kids now that they don't get excited for the next console generation because they don't
They're
care.
gonna be playing Minecraft.
They play platforms as opposed to playing like a
Mhm.
console, and it's not quite the same thing. And unfortunately, yeah, that's where everybody wants to go. They all want that live service money. They all want their whales. I hate it, dude. I hate where gaming is going.
I agree with you 100%.
But yeah,
Anyways.
the article ends with, as if this couldn't be any more tragic than it already was, the studio was celebrating its 20th anniversary this year after being founded all the way back in 2006. So a 20-year legacy flushed down the fucking toilet for a God of War live service game.
Because big suits don't know what gaming is and only think about how can we make more money.
Like,
You know,
this
I
one
was
made
talking to
me
some-
mad, dude.
I was talking to somebody at my job the other day, and we were talking about how like people like they believe that GTA 6 should have just been released at like a subpar standard and then been because they've killed so much of the hype. And I'm like, that is the problem with this day and age. No.
No.
I am glad they're taking the time to do quality control. That is what we need. I'm so sick and tired of these big businesses forcing these publishers to shit out a game and then 5 years later it's actually done.
Yeah, like, I think it was Reggie Fils-Aimé who had said a delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is always bad. Whether or not the game gets fixed 5 years from now, the people that bought it and played it at release, their perception is forever tainted. Look at No Man's Sky.
And even
I have no desire to play No Man's Sky because I played it on release and was horribly disappointed with it. I hated it. So I'm never going to pick it up, even though I know the game has been, you know, tons of stuff have been added to it. My perception of the game is forever ruined. What were we going to say?
And even if you didn't buy it at launch, but you watched people and you heard reviews about it, I don't care. Like, that's the reason I won't play Cyberpunk, is because I know the game's good now, but when it came out, it was an unfinished, buggy, half-baked shithole of a game. And they expect you to either buy it then and then wait for it to get fixed or wait for it to get fixed to buy it. And I refuse to participate in that.
Yeah,
That is like the
that's
worst
fair.
fucking business model. I hate it.
I agree. Speaking of things that we hate, let's get into AI, because
Yay.
AI is
Yeah, I brought the most dystopian stuff today.
yeah, AI is being literally forced up our asses whether we want it or not.
And in the most evil ways possible. Okay, so let's get this started. Meta patented LLM that would post for users after they die.
Story over. That's all you need to say.
I mean, yeah. The company says it's just a concept and doesn't plan to advance the idea. Bull fucking
So
shit.
my first immediate thought when I read this, why would you bother patenting it? If you're not planning on doing anything with it, why the fuck would you patent it? Is it because they're afraid that somebody else might patent it and then they'll be out and they won't be able to use this idea?
But we will learn in this that there is another patent for this.
All right, let's keep going.
Meta has patented a hypothetical, I'm going to put that in quotes,
Hypothetical
LLM that would continue posting for and as you long after you're dead. Granted, in late December, the patent outlines an AI that would simulate a person's social media activity when they've been away from the platform for an extended period of time, including after they've died. According to an exclusive from Business Insider, it was first filed in 2023 by Meta CTO Andrew Bosworth. A Meta spokesperson told the publication that they no longer have plans to move forward with the LLM concept. Even if that is true, let's just say, give them the benefit of a doubt that right there is true. I bet you in a year to 5, that would no longer be the case. Because there's good money to have in this kind of thing, sadly.
I'm just going to say, and it's, get a little bit personal with this one. If I get on Facebook someday and I start seeing new posts from Dad, I'm gonna flip my shit.
Oh, I will too.
I'm gonna be
We'll have to, like,
livid.
because yeah, that's fucking evil. Anyways, let's
Whatever
continue
happened
with
to
this.
rest in peace? Are we just gonna
It's
do
not
away with that entirely?
Matthew. You have to remember they can fucking. I want to say it's patent, but they could literally patent your fucking identity so that you're not a person anymore. You're a product that they can use whenever the fuck they feel like it.
Copyright is the word you're looking for.
Yeah, copyright. That's just fucking evil. Still, the patent of this type of AI trained digital clone is now Meta's. In the original filing, the tech giant said it was designed to assist people who have strong social media presences, such as. The fuck was that? Anyways,
I have no idea.
the tech giant said it was designed to assist people who have strong, such as influencers, who want to take a break from posting. Such a clone could comment, like, and even simulate video or audio calls with your followers
Oh,
on Meta
God.
accounts.
There's no
In
way that
theory.
this is gonna go poorly, right? There's no way that this is gonna ever be
Matthew,
used in
we
nefarious ways.
We literally have it being used in a nefarious way
In the next story.
fucking.
This is also true.
The impact on the users is much more severe and permanent if the user is deceased and can never return to social networking platform. The filing reads. Okay, I actually have a point for this.
Hello, Ninja.
Unironic.
We're reading over some news stories for you, and then we're gonna end this live stream and start up another live stream with gameplay with Monster Hunter.
So, do you know who Technoblade is?
Vaguely, but refresh my
Technoblade
mind. Somebody might watch this and not know.
Technoblade was a massive Minecraft streamer. He was huge. And he was part of like this whole like Minecraft story thing. I'm not a big knowledgeable person on Technoblade. But he died. He's dead.
The first one that popped in my head would be Etika.
And just imagine, and like when he died, there were so many videos of people just clip farming his stuff and be like in honor of Technoblade, and they would like clip farm it and stuff. Imagine if he died and then they just sent an AI to become Technoblade. That would be even fucking worse. That's just evil.
Well, like I'm saying, yeah, with Etika it would be the same way. So, this is wrong.
Anyways,
this is so wrong.
Microsoft patented a similar chatbot model in 2021. The company later scrapped the idea, with leadership saying it was disturbing.
Because it is
fucking disturbing.
It is disgusting.
Why would you even have that thought? You know, I never even imagined that would be the case. You know, like, oh man, if I die, I want AI to take over my life.
What are we doing?
It's
like, what are we doing? Like,
killing
Jesus
ourselves.
Fucking Christ.
We literally are Ouroboros. We are eating our own tail in a never-ending cycle. That's just what it is.
I mean,
Anyways,
at this point, the box has been opened. It's never gonna go away. Like,
no,
AI is here to
has
stay.
been rung,
Unfortunately,
once that bell has been rung, you cannot unring a bell.
Technoblade
Instead,
never dies. I mean, under this, yeah, Technoblade would never die. But let Brandon finish reading this story. I think this is
instead. Yeah, that's it. The rest of it. Oh no, we got two more paragraphs out of this. Instead, startups have proliferated in the new AI-powered afterlife industry. That should not be a fucking industry.
The afterlife industry? What the hell? No.
I will be completely fair with you. I got these when we were waiting for breakfast to open at McDonald's today. I did not do a full read through of these. I did not know they had something called the AI powered afterlife industry. That should not be an industry.
I hadn't read this article yet. This was your article, so
I know.
What the fuck?
Including Deadbot generators like Replica AI and Two Way. So scroll down. Just the fact that that's an industry. Okay, these are the last two, I think. Yes. Okay, AI deadbots or LLM powered chatbots that mimic deceased people have been scrutinized by legal professionals, creatives, and grief experts alike who question the ethical and social ramifications of popularizing digital versions of deceased individuals. It's not even questioned, dude. This should just be something that is illegal. Can we put it into world law that if somebody dies, they're dead? Leave them alone. Don't
I mean,
drag their corpse back
I
out
mean,
and parade
we
them.
already do have videos and stuff of people that are deceased being made by AI. I've seen videos of Michael Jackson doing shit. I've seen videos of Abraham Lincoln doing shit. Like I have
I
seen this
know.
stuff already being created. So we've already kind of
Let
crossed that barrier.
let them be dead. Anyways, celebrities like Matthew McConaughey have taken steps to protect their digital likeness after they die, including trademarking their appearance and the fact you have to even do this and voices. And it's not just celebs at risk of AI misuse, with experts in estimate and end of life planning urging the general public to set clear parameters for AI in the event of their death too. The fact that I need to go patent myself, I need to go
No,
trademark
what
myself.
this is saying when it says with experts in estate and end of life planning urging general public to set clear parameters for AI in the event of their death, it's saying that in your will you are now going to have to include a clause that says you cannot use my likeness or my voice in any kind of fashion or way whatsoever. Like that's something you have to now include in your will. That's something you have to think about. You have to concern
Do you know
yourself
what?
with that.
Do you know what else is going to be in my will?
What's that?
Please delete all of my social media accounts so that they can't even attempt to revive
Like,
me.
uh, it's just this next story is worse, dude.
Oh yeah.
We're
No,
gonna we're
because it's this in action.
we're gonna end on the absolute worst story I've seen in a long time. And there's a video that goes along with this that we're going to watch at the end because like I told Brandon, I think it's poignant and I think it really kind of shows you in like a clear picture why this is so fucked.
Okay. Arizona man shot dead in road rage returns to address his killer. I mean, again, let's just stop it right there, but it gets worse.
This is the video. We'll
Chris,
save this for last.
yeah. Chris Peckley died in a road rage shooting in Arizona 3 years ago. But with the help of artificial intelligence, he returned earlier this month at his killer's sentencing to deliver a victim's statement himself.
No,
Family
he didn't.
members, no, he did not. But I'm just going to continue reading because it does not get better. Family members said they used the burgeoning technology to let Mr. Peckley,
Pelkey.
Pelkey, use his own words, which not his own words, we'll get to that one too, to talk about the incident that took his life. While some experts argue the unique use of AI is just another step into the future, which I'm going to stop right here. Actually, we'll finish. Others say it could become a slippery slope for using the technology in legal cases. I'm going to give a phenomenal example right here. You know, all like the whistleblowers that end up dead?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if that big company made an AI model that forgave them and said that they were wrong.
No, you could argue that somebody that goes out in the middle of the night and murders somebody and uses AI to give themselves an alibi could be a potential
Mm-hmm.
avenue that people might take too.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
like
this is
we are on the
as much
precipice
as
of the collapse of society, dude.
as much as this word is overused, nothing fits as better than dystopian.
Yeah.
This is actually the most dystopian thing I have seen in a long time. But anyways, his family used voice recordings, videos, and pictures of Mr. Pelkey, who was 37 when he was killed, to recreate him in a video using AI. His sister Stacey Wales told the BBC, Miss Wales said she wrote the words that the AI version read in court based on how forgiving she knew her brother to be. Now, I feel like I'm a fairly forgiving person. I feel like, I'm vindictive, but I'm also quite forgiving when it comes to it. If somebody shot me and I lived, but I almost died, I don't care how nice. I don't care if I'm a fucking saint. I'm not forgiving them.
No, because obviously your life wasn't worth anything to them. And
No. And this was a road raged. So even if Mr. Pelkey here was at fault, he did not deserve to be shot for it.
this sentence here, this sentence that says the Arizona judge who oversaw the case, Todd Lang.
Oh yeah, don't worry. Don't worry.
What
We'll
the
get to it.
fuck?
Yeah, no.
Don't read his quote because
Okay.
it's in the video.
Okay, so I don't want to read these so the technology is where I need to start.
Yeah, go ahead and start there.
The technology was used at his killer's sentencing. Horcasitas was already Horcasitas already had been found guilty by a jury some 4 years after Horcasitas shot Mr. Pelkey at a red light in Arizona. The Arizona judge who oversaw the case, Todd Lang, seemed to appreciate the use of AI at the hearing. He sentenced Horcasita to 10 and a half years in prison on manslaughter charges.
Could
I
you
loved
imagine
that
that?
AI.
Could you
I know,
just
right?
think about this? You have an active judge sitting in a seat of power who says, "Oh, I really liked the use of AI in this court case."
I don't know if he's going to say it here, but he talks about like how moved he felt by these words of this AI and stuff like that.
Also,
And I
AI
just
sucks and AI
think that's
slop must be
evil.
stopped. I agree, but it's not going to be. And also, I
No.
just want to point out the sentence of 10 and a half years in prison is absolutely wild. You shot and killed somebody and you're getting 10 and a half years in prison. People go to jail for longer than that for like fucking hardly doing anything. But you shoot somebody dead in the street, and this judge who's like, AI is great, 10 years, 10 and a half years. I think this judge needs to be investigated. I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
I loved, Todd Lang, but I loved that AI. Thank you for that. As angry as you are, and is this the guy? No, okay, this is Judge Lang.
This is
As
Judge
angry
Lang.
as you are, and as justifiably angry as the family is, I heard the forgiveness. Judge Lang said, I feel that was genuine. It's a fucking AI model that, even if we were going based off the fact that it was simulating Mr. Pelkey here, his sister wrote the fucking message. So it wasn't even like the simulation of him.
Yeah, it's literally just reading a script that was fed to it with his voice and his face. This is gross. This is just very gross.
This is vile. But anyways, Paul Grimm, a retired federal judge and Duke Law School professor, told the BBC he was not surprised to see AI used in the Horcasitas sentencing. Why? I'm surprised. Arizona courts, he notes, already have stated using AI in other ways. When the state Supreme Court issues a ruling, for example, it has an AI system that makes those rulings digestible for people. And Mr. Grimm said because it was used without a jury present just for a judge to decide sentencing, the technology was allowed. I think that should 100% be like part of the evidence, right? So shouldn't the jury be there for that?
I don't know, dude.
Anyways.
I don't think AI should have any place in a courtroom whatsoever.
No.
Not even a little bit.
No.
I can't think of a singular instance where AI should be introduced
The
as
only
evidence.
possible thing I could think of is if there's like a way you could tell when like an AI was taking direction from the person and where that was, and you could use that to show where they were at.
That would work.
But that's not using AI, that's using the data from an AI. Anyways, we'll be leaning on AI on case-by-case basis, but the technology is irresistible. Yeah, it's irresistible to get out of fucking trouble.
Oh man, this is just bad.
But some experts like Derek Lebin, a business ethics professor at Carnegie Mellon University, Carnegie Mellon University are concerned about the use of AI and the precedent this sets. While Mr. Levin does not question this family's intentions or actions, I do. He worries not all uses of AI will be consistent with a victim's wishes.
How do
If we have
you
other
even know
right?
what he would have wanted? You don't know.
Right?
You have no idea. I don't care if he was your brother. I don't care if he's your fucking conjoined twin. If
I died,
somebody's
Matthew
dead,
would not know.
I'm not a mind reader. I don't know what Brandon would do in that instance. I've known Brandon for 26 fucking years. And I would have no idea.
So yeah, this shit is stupid. But anyways, if we have other people doing this moving forward, are we always going to get fidelity to what the person, the victim in this case, would have wanted? Mr. Levin asked. For Miss Wales, however, this gave her brother the final word. We approach this with ethics and morals because this is a powerful tool. Just like a hammer could be used to break a window or rip down a wall, it can also be used as a tool to build a house, and that's how. No,
That is
you use
not
this
the
to
same fucking
lighten
thing.
the sentence of a fucking murderer.
I don't think they use it to lighten.
What happened?
I don't think they use it to lighten his sentence. I think they're using it as some kind of catharsis for themselves. I think it's extraordinarily weird. Yeah, it's selfish too.
Selfish.
Like,
again, let dead men lie. Why can't we just have that?
So that brings us to the video, and we're gonna watch this, and we'll end the video with this because I think this needs to be seen. I think this is so disgusting. No, hold on. We gotta go back. I gotta make sure this is capturing the audio.
All right, I'm Chris Pelkey.
I am a version of Chris Pelkey recreated through AI that uses my picture and my voice profile. I would like to make my own impact statement to Gabriel Horcasitas, the man who shot me. It is a shame we encountered each other that day in those circumstances. In another life, we probably could have been friends. I believe in forgiveness and in God who forgives. I always have, and I still do. Getting old is a gift that not everybody has. So embrace it and stop worrying about those wrinkles. I once played with one of those filters on your phone where you can make yourself look old. I shared it with a cousin of ours years ago. This is the best I can ever give you to what I would have looked like if I got the chance to grow old. Scary, huh? No, really. Thank you to everyone for being here. It means more than you know.
I love that AI. Thank you for that.
Fuck you, Todd Lane.
And as angry as you are, and justifiably angry as the family is, I heard the forgiveness, and I know Mr. Horcasitas appreciated it, but so did I. As I said, I like to think I would do that. I don't know that I would.
And you don't know if he would either.
He says that he heard the forgiveness. You know what I heard?
In that robotic
I
voice?
heard a robotic, emotionless, soulless fucking speech given by something that isn't alive. That's what I heard.
Can't comprehend that any of that emotion that it's trying to portray.
This needs to stop. This needs to stop now.
You heard a speech by somebody who maybe even used AI to write the speech, but even if they didn't use AI to write the speech, you heard a speech by somebody who isn't the victim, right, that they think the person would have said. Like, it's so fucking stupid. By the way, just watching that AI move was so disconcerting because it was only like this piece of his face that was moving.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. It was super creepy. But we're ending on a high note, right?
We're ending on the doom of our the demise of our civilization.
Or the lowest note you could possibly imagine. But
we live in
ladies
the worst
and gentlemen,
timeline, folks.
I appreciate you watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to leave us a like. I would appreciate that very much. We're getting ready to start up another live stream. We're going to be live streaming Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Love to see some of you there. This is going to be our every Friday. We're going to do a couple news stories like this in live stream form, and then we're going to do our gameplay stream afterwards. So, If you've enjoyed this, like I said, leave a like. Sub to the channel if you've not done so already. Link to all of these are in the description if you want to read them for yourselves. And yeah, appreciate you all. Peace.
Bye.